So hi everyone, my name is Vani Sharma and I'm your 2019-2020 International United Miss Indiana Preteen. And today I'm going to be going live with Annelies Richmond. She is a teacher in many youth development programs across the globe for many people, and that's such an incredible opportunity that I actually participated in one of them, and it was such an incredible experience. And so I'm really excited to go live with you. So tell me just a little bit about yourself so others can know maybe a little bit more about you.
Okay. You can hear me okay, right, honey?
Yes, I can.
So like yourself, I'm a dancer. I started dancing ballet when I was 11 and became a professional ballerina when I was 18. So I danced professionally in New York City for 15 years. And while I was dancing, I used to get really nervous for stage. I don't know if you can relate to that.
Yeah, I know. It can be nerve-wracking.
Right? Yeah. And I have been doing it for like 8 years, going on stage almost every night, and I would still get so anxious. So my friend told me I have to take this class, this art of living class, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I'm like, why? He just kept telling me you would like whatever. So I took this class, art of living. I learned breathing and meditation, and all of a sudden, after like doing it, I was like super calm when I walked on stage, and I was like, what just happened? I'm not nervous at all. This is crazy. Like, yeah. No nerves. And there's like 4,000 people there. So I was really blown away by what meditation did for my career and for being on stage. So then I decided eventually to retire from my dance career. And now I travel around to different universities, and I lead a program called Sky Campus Happiness. It's all about making people happier lives.
Oh, wow. That's awesome. Yeah.
Yeah, breathing and meditation.
Yeah, I know. I can relate, especially like going before stage. I like take breathing techniques before I go up so that I stay calm, because it can get nerve-wracking sometimes.
Yes.
Okay, so if anyone has any questions, feel free to leave them in the comments or just in the question box down below. I actually got a couple questions beforehand.
Hi, Ariane just joined.
Oh, hi.
Hi, Sophie. Okay. Yeah, tell me any questions.
Great. Okay, so first thing we got is, what age did you get started, like in the different types of programs that you started teaching in?
Oh, when did I get started?
Yeah.
Got started pretty late, actually. So I've actually been doing all this breathing and meditation. Is that what they're asking about?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I've been doing that for 20 years. Woo!
Wow.
But I wish I had started earlier. I wish I had started like when I was in high school, because I don't know how you guys feel, but I mean, in high school, I was very insecure. Like, you're like, which group of friends am I with? And I'm accepted this, accepted that. And you're stressed out by all your academics, your schoolwork. You stay up late to get it done. And probably like you, like I was also doing dance like 6 days a week, and it was so intense. So I wish I had had all these like breathing and meditation when I was younger.
Uh-huh.
I think that's why I so appreciated it. I learned it in my mid-20s. And then I lived such a stressed out life in New York City that I was like, oh my God, everybody needs this. So yeah, I didn't start till my mid-20s with all this.
Yeah, especially like when we're growing up, we get a lot of different types of I guess like stress or
go on getting confident, right? But one person says to you, what did you do with your hair today, Vani? And then like you get 3 compliments and you go home. What do you think about at night?
Yeah.
You'll just think about the hair comment, right?
Uh-huh. We remember that the most.
Yeah, like it's normal. Everyone's minds, when we're stressed, it sticks to the.
Yeah, that's true. I think like I've read that sometimes in books too, that it says to just write down things that you're thankful for or something that happened like positively during the day. I think that's very like important and special.
Super important. Yeah.
Yeah. So okay, how has different types of programs and being a teacher has helped you to keep the right mindset going into, as you say, you were a dancer, or various types of speeches that you might have given or something, something like that?
So wait, what's the question?
How do you keep a right mindset? Like, how does the programs have helped you and like benefited you in keeping that good mindset going into, while teaching or anything?
Oh.
Yeah.
Well, I feel like what keeps my mindset the best is meditation. There's nothing like it. I mean, maybe in the beginning it sounds boring. Like when this guy told me to go to this Art of Living class and learn meditation, I was like, oh, I don't know if I can do that. But the instructor made it so easy. Like our classes are pretty easy because you do breathing techniques and then you can meditate really easily. So I feel like even if before meditation my mind was crazy, grumpy, or I had a hard day or about something, all I have to do is if I meditate for like 10 minutes, boom, my mind is set right again. And if I have to go teach and I'm grumpy and out of sorts, then I have to meditate. And if I meditate just a little bit, my mind like turns around 180 degrees and becomes like really positive and focused and centered.
Yeah, like I think there's also many apps too that allow you to do like different meditations or different, like I know there's some that you can just listen to calming music or something. Even like in the mornings, I think Sri Sri Guru Dave actually goes live to do different meditations too. So I think
Yeah.
that's yeah.
This teacher is the best meditation teacher ever. You mentioned him, Sri Ravi Shankar. So if you want to do really, really good guided meditation and you don't know how, you have to join his Facebook Live or Instagram Live. It's Sri Sri, SRI. And
Mm-hmm.
I know you guys are on Central Time, right?
Yeah, we're like Eastern Standard
Oh,
Time.
you're on East. Okay, me too.
Yes.
So 10 a.m. EST every single day. Not too early in the morning, right? 10 a.m. EST, he like a live meditation. That's amazing to do if you want to start trying meditation.
Yeah.
Or the app that's nice that I like, Art of Living Journey.
Yeah.
Have some guided meditation that one that are only like 5 minutes long if you want to check out meditation.
Yeah. So we got a comment that says, write down few things that you did good in a day. It could be as simple as holding the door for someone. Thanks for sharing your thought. Yeah. Okay. I thought. Yeah, that was interesting.
Uh,
Yeah. Okay. So like even within the apps or anything that you could do, what do you think that, because you're also like a happiness teacher, so what do you think that most people could do just like very simple in everyday lives to remain happy and like not confused at times?
okay. What can you do to remain happy or not confused? I
Mm-hmm.
say that you need to have a little bit of breathing techniques. Because look, have you noticed that when you breathe, when you have an emotion, you're angry, do you notice your breath goes a certain way? Like
Yeah.
breathe. You breathe like short and shallow, or when you're anxious, you breathe really tight, right? And
Mm-hmm.
when you're happy, you breathe more fully, fluidly. So in the yoga tradition, it teaches you that you can, if you can control your breath, you can control your state of mind, right?
Mm-hmm.
So if you have breathing pocket, then if you're stressed out or not feeling happy, you feel better. You want to try one?
Sure, yeah.
Okay, let's do that. Okay, should we do straw breath or ujjayi breath? What do you think, Vani?
Whatever you think is the best. Other people can join into it, like they can do what else that you're showing. So.
Okay, Anant likes straw breath. We're gonna do straw breath. Okay, okay. So in this breath, it's called straw breath because you're gonna breathe out like you're breathing out through the tiniest straw you've ever seen, like a coffee straw. You know how tiny they are?
Yeah, I actually did that in a program. It was, I think, the Arctic Cell. I did that. The straw breath.
Yeah, it's called an Arctic cell. And then you learned even more.
Yeah.
Today we'll do a sample. So we're gonna be taking a long deep breath into the nose like this. Right, and then we're gonna breathe out like as if you just have this tiny little straw. You're gonna breathe out as slowly as possible. Right? So you're blowing out with like this tiny little hole in the mouth. Okay, so I'm going to show it one more time and then we're going to do it with the eyes closed with everybody because it's much better with the eyes closed. Okay, so again, you're breathing in through the nose like this. And you're breathing out through a tiny hole in the mouth like a straw. And really, really slowly. So it should make your breath slow, right? Okay, so let's do that a few times with our eyes closed. Okay, so sit comfortably, eyes closed. And let's take a long, deep breath in through the nose. And breathe out like you're breathing through a thin straw. Very slowly. Still breathing out. A long, deep breath in through the nose. And breathe out very slowly, the tiniest hole in the mouth. Very slowly. Again, a long, deep breath in. Breathe into your belly. And breathe out through the tiniest straw you've ever seen. Good, and one more time, a long, deep breath in through the nose. And breathe out through the mouth very, very slowly through a tiny little opening in the mouth. And you can keep the eyes closed for a moment and just notice your own mind. Notice how you feel inside. You can open the eyes. How do you feel after doing that?
A lot more, like my mind is like less wandering around with things. Definitely feels a lot more better.
Right? Do you notice like the mind, your whole system's calmer? Anyone joining us, you want to comment in the chat box?
Yeah. Comment down below what you feel after the technique.
Do you notice you feel more here, present? Otherwise, mind's like going all over the place.
Yeah, with different thoughts. It's not like settling.
Yeah. Hi, Rupa. Oh, Puneet joined. These are some of my amazing teachers. So,
wow.
Teaches our Sky Happiness program in University of Texas, and Rupa teaches in University of California, Irvine. Welcome. Hi.
Hi. Thank you guys so much for joining.
Yeah. They're amazing teachers too. All my teachers are amazing. So if you want to ask me, like, if you're asking me what makes me be straight about being a teacher, my mind right. The teachers that I teach with are so inspiring. I love them all. And I think that's something all of you can do is you have to keep people around you who inspire. You know, like Vani, you're such an inspiring person. Just looking on your social media, how you're like trying to uplift everybody else. And I know you have a crazy busy life, just like all your friends. Like you have your academics, you've got your Miss Indiana, all that stuff, but you're like taking the time to help others. And I think that's another secret to happiness and success in life is that you have to take a bit of time out of your schedule every day to help somebody like you're doing. And when you help someone else, there's nothing like that being happy. You're so happy. Right?
Yeah.
Any other questions?
Yes. So we got a lot of questions. So since we're still talking, like we talked about the different ways, we can talk about maybe ways to do like community service, especially during this time when we're not really able to go outside into the communities. But I think like having even these types of sessions, we're able to really uplift others to just do more and become more in the community. So if you have like any ways that is important.
That we can, well, yeah, I think you have to live in this time. I would say take a challenge for yourself to do one random act of day. Even if you're stuck in your home, you can still affect people. Like, you can write a beautiful comment on somebody's Instagram, or you just think of like, maybe they're lonely. Let me call them. You know, a lot of times we call our friends because we want something, need something, but just call to say hi and like, this is what I like about you. That's an amazing random act of kindness to do. Other things we can do is we can help raise money for the healthcare workers right now. Anybody affected by COVID and all this. There's so many fundraisers, and everybody listens to what young people ask for. So I'm telling you, a young person have a lot of power. Ask people, hey, will you donate money to this cause? They will donate money. So that's a really nice thing to do, and you feel really uplifted by it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I mean, we have also spent like time doing tasks, maybe something that you can do at home, or just like collect food pantry items. Or we also made like scarves for Mother's Day that's coming up for like senior living facilities. So
Right?
there's like, I mean, I think there's a lot of things that you could do. It's just staying like creative and just finding ways. So
Yeah.
thank you.
I do a random act of kindness in my house by I made my husband chocolate chip cookies, which I never do. So you can also do them for people in the house.
Yeah, that's true.
Any other questions?
Yeah, so um, okay. So we have a question that says, what is a healthy reaction to stress caused by life changes?
Well, you know, one thing in life changes. So life is my teacher Sri says life is teaching you every moment that you have to be resilient, you have to be flexible. And I think the healthy way you can approach it is instead of approaching things as problems, you have to approach it as an adventure. You have to approach it as an adventure because I mean, I used to travel and fly like twice and nothing ever goes as planned. And to me, like if the plane's late or this happens or I have to take a Uber instead of getting picked up by somebody, I just look at it as an adventure. Like, oh, maybe something new is going to happen instead of like most people I find are looking at things like, oh, this is such a problem. It didn't go as planned, but life almost never goes as planned. So when you look at things as an adventure, it becomes more like a game, and life should be a game.
Yeah. Well said. Yeah, I think so. Like, I think, I mean, like, there's such thing as healthy stress. I know I've heard that before. So I guess, yeah, I think like, keeping that like open mind towards things is important.
Yes, absolutely.
See, how does being mindful in other ways help the youth?
How does being mindful help young people?
Mm-hmm.
Well, I think I don't know. Sometimes I feel like this word mindful sounds so boring. So so I would say you could even say it's being present. You know what I mean? Like I don't want people to, oh, mindfulness or whatever. But mindful really just does mean being more present. So
Mm-hmm.
I think the coolest thing about being mindful or being present is that you simply have more fun. Because when you're sometimes you're so stressed out, you finally finish your work, you're with your friends, and your mind is still past and future, and you're not even enjoying time with your friends.
Yeah.
So being present makes your life more fun. Like you can enjoy more. If you're eating, you enjoy the food more. If you're with your good friend Vani, you enjoy her company more. Like that's what's I think important about being mindful. And the other thing is that when you're mindful or present, whatever you're doing, you get it done faster and you do it better. So you save time to do what you want to do. Otherwise, your whole life is only going to end up doing the things you have to do. And that kind of life is really boring. You should get your work done fast so you can do all the other things you want to do.
Yeah. I think something that I read in a book is like it was called the sparkle effect, and I read that don't say like you have to do, say like you get to do. And so I think, yeah,
Beautiful.
I think that that's something that really stuck to me because I've always thought of things like you've got to do this, you have to do this, you have to do that. But then like if you say that, okay, I get to do my math homework, that's awesome. Like it just gives you like another. I guess it uplifts you and encourages you to do it instead of like going in there just like sad that you have to do math homework or something like that.
I love that. I get to do. Hi, Shoba. I see Shoba. She's waving.
Yeah. So if anyone else has any questions, I'll still read the ones that I have, but make sure to just leave them in the comments or in the question box. A lot of people join more, so I'm just saying that just to other people can ask some if they have questions. Okay, it's loading. Okay. Let's see. So many questions that we've already been talking about. Okay, so do you have like any like big changes that you've noticed after doing these types of breathing techniques, like kind of the ones that we did before, or I guess stuff that you've been doing like going forward? How has it really benefited you in the long run? Oh, I can't hear you. Hear you. Okay, we're gonna see if she can join.
Oh, good. Okay,
Okay.
Okay, I couldn't hear you, so I unjoined and rejoined.
Okay. So, someone asked, like, going forward, like in the long run, like, what has been your biggest change or biggest benefit that you've gained throughout just like, I guess, these programs or stuff that you've been doing in daily lives?
What's been my biggest benefit from like
Yes,
art?
like biggest change that you've noticed.
I think by like, if you're talking about by, I practice living and I teach art living and I do all this breathing and meditation, sky breathing. I feel like here in general, and things that used to seem really difficult to me, like they used to seem like a big burden, big problem, or I'd be really worried about them. Now they seem like, oh, I can handle it, no problem. Like, it seems like things are easier, or I actually don't mind challenges so much. Whereas I used to worry about challenges, like, God, am I going to be able to do it? Like, I don't know. I can relate to that. But I find that when I do all these programs, art of living, breathing, and meditation, it makes me more confident, and it makes me face the future, yeah, with more energy and confidence. Yeah.
Okay, so we got a question. It says, how do you, community outreach, how do you spread awareness about meditation in the community? I guess, if that's what they're trying to say.
Yeah. You have to make it seem fun.
Yeah, I think
well,
that's
right?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, meditation is kind of the cutting edge now anyway. Like, everybody knows that meditation is good for you. But I think maybe you have to give people a taste of it, like where they can handle it, like 5 minutes, not 20 minutes or whatever. But I would say get people to join Shri's meditations at 10 a.m. on every morning. They're such good meditations. Like, I had my mom do it and she couldn't come out of it. She was like gone. She was so peaceful.
Yeah.
So yeah, try. Some people will be open to it. Get them to do it, or get them to do a really short one. That's how you can.
Yeah.
And you know what? How you can spread the word is you have to share your own experience. The more you share your own experience, that this is what it did for me, people get curious and they want to try. You know.
Mm-hmm. I know, especially because like when I started doing it, it was like I was really young, but we had these types of like programs that was like actually interesting. We played games, we did like so many fun stuff, as well as different types of just ways to, I guess, stay calm. And so I think that's very important because like even progressing, like even before Srishi started doing his meditations, I had never done like something that was either like every day. I always do like something 15 to 20, but he sometimes does stuff that are like 30. And so I guess I'm growing in like, I guess the timing and this, and it doesn't even feel the time go by. Like, honestly, it's just, it goes so fast. Like, you don't even know.
Yep. You know,
go
go ahead. I was gonna say, if any of you want to try meditation with a live instructor where you can talk, like we have our program is called Sky Campus Happiness. So we have university programs, and Monday through Friday we have a teacher lead meditation live on Zoom at noon. So any of you can join, and you just have to RSVP on this link, skyprosocial.org. It's called skyprosocial.org. And you can come, it's actually twice a day. It's at noon and 3 o'clock. And then if you like have questions about meditation, you can hear directly.
Yeah, that's awesome. So we got a question that says, when does your mind need a break?
Well, only you know when your mind needs a break. But you know what I would say is that sometimes when we feel stressed out, like we need a break, we watch TV, which is fine, like it's fun, but TV is not actually that restful for your mind. Like, think about it. If you watch TV for a long time, you don't always feel better. So you need to take some healthy breaks where you just like literally sit and close your eyes for a few minutes and meditate or do a little, even if you sit for a few minutes and do some deep breaths in and out, that is such relaxation that you just need to like that throughout the day, really. And exercise. That gives your mind a break.
Yeah. Especially since we have like a lot of time right now, and I guess we can have like more opportunities to do that.
Exactly.
Okay, so we're gonna do like the last two questions around. So why is mental health important to you personally?
Oh wow. Well, mental health, your perspective, the way that you look at life is everything. Like I could be in the same position as you, like I could be in the exact same life situation as you, Vani, and you're like, this is wonderful, I'm happy. And I'm like, this is miserable, this is terrible. But it's all based on my perception. So your mental health is everything. Like if you don't have mental health or take time to take care of your mind, you have nothing, because you could be in the best circumstances and be miserable. But if you take time to take care of your health, exercise, take care of your mind, breathing, do some meditation, you can be happy even in not so good circumstances. And I mean, that's really what we want in life, right? Be happy. So
Yeah.
time to take care of your mind. It's like the most important thing.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's very, like, that makes so much sense because, I mean, everyone's different. And so, like, their perception of what is something may not be the same as someone else.
Right.
Okay, so what is, this is the final question. So, because we got a lot, but I mean, I don't think we have time for all of them. What is your message for the youth in just their day-to-day life in general? What would you just say to them? Yeah.
Wow. Okay, I would say the first one I would say is be happy. Like this planet belongs to you. This is your planet. And I would say you're the leaders. You're the leaders of the future, and dream big and know like your dream will come true. In fact, the dream you want, it will be even better. You have to move with that kind of like conviction and confidence. Like you want the world to be like, keep moving like nature. Fine, if you thought or nature is going to come to your support and is going to get behind you. So I would say be happy, meditate, and dream big. Move towards your dreams and know that you're going to be supported.
Wow, that's awesome.
Please. I know that I feel embarrassed that all our past generations have not taken good care of it, but now we all have to take really good care of our Mother Earth, right?
Well, thank you so much for joining me today. It was so empowering just to talk to you. And if anyone else has any questions, just like reach out and we can like talk about the questions a little bit more. If there's any other questions, contact. I mean, like if anyone else is interested in, if they like the session, I'll also be going live later on, and we can maybe do another live too if people liked it. And so yeah, so thank you so much for joining the live. It was so empowering, and like I just love learning about your experiences.
Vani, thank you for inviting me. You're such a powerhouse yourself.
Thank you so much.
You're an artist, and you're such a delightful, happy person. You're like a role model for so many young people. So keep doing what you're doing. Yeah.
I will. Thank you all so much for joining this live. This will be posted on the Instagram after